This is Felix, and he's playing last movement, Wieniawski second, of course. I chose this because of half steps. Here he is in slow motion, right there. You saw that half step between the D and the C sharp. If your fingers are bigger than a needle, almost like they're sharing the exact same spot. And that's what makes his opening sound so sparkly and exciting, is that tidiness and cleanliness of the half steps. Half steps don't seem like that difficult of a task on the violin, but actually, whether you're teaching last movement Wieniawski second, or Tchaikovsky last movement, or Sibelius last movement, I mean, the list goes on and on. Barber. Anytime you're playing fast repertoire on the violin, the more important those half steps are really tight, really close together, or else they begin to spread pretty far apart and sound quite out of tune when you play at full speed. Felix really knocked this performance out of the park. Believe it or not, this is actually his first performance of this in public, other than one time in studio class. Fantastic concentration, coordination. He's very cool under pressure. And I think his stroke is really spot on. As he grows and he takes this around the block a little bit more, I bet his tempo will probably kick up a notch, but I think it's really exciting playing as it is because it is so clean and so even. And I really like that. He doesn't try to reinvent the wheel here. This piece will sparkle and shine if you just play it really accurately and with great rhythm. Now here he shows more personality, and you see what kind of great sound is to come in the rest of the piece. I just wanted to highlight his attention to detail in the half steps, his incredible coordination, his practicality, and an overall sense of virtuosity that doesn't overshadow the piece and what the composer wrote in the first place. That's based in all the basics of violin playing and just doing them extremely well. That alone is impressive and really sells the piece to your audience. The half steps that you play in passage work like this can be way exaggerated. In fact, if you were to practice slowly, you probably wouldn't even be in tune with the piano if you put those half steps where they actually need to be. That C sharp, for example, can really be exaggerated, and you will be rewarded for this when you play fast passages. It will sound so clean and so utterly virtuosic.